What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. My,
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to stop. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see it. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Hey people, what's going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? I am here. I am back. We're doing more interviews, and I got a double header today. I got two for the price of one. I often have two for the price of one. I done had two menses down to this good bed a time or two. I don't know. We're gonna have to take both of them down today. They look like, from the looks of it, they look like they like to get taken down. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how they measure. You know how it get in the bedroom. Everybody pull out, and whoever got the biggest, that's who get to take everybody down. So we'll see how they, measure up today. See if we're gonna I'm joking, y'all. Maybe. Uh one of them kind of tall. Them tall people, they ain't working with a whole lot anyway, child. And then the other one, he called himself country. Now they say the country people, be working with something. But I think he's from Mississippi, so that may be questionable too. Anyway, y'all, it's time to get started. We have two people from again real life ATL's YouTube reality TV show. We done interviewed a couple people from there. We're back again today to make it happen again. We got two of them. They might take me down. I'm not taken down easily. I have size criteria. Anyway, we have none other than we have Nard and we have Countryboy. Now, country boy, I could move you if being on the bottom is not your thing. I could move you.
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine for you. Oh, let the people know. 'Cause
It's fine. I'm
okay, how are y'all doing today, sirs?
I'm blessed. I'm
good.
good.
Pretty
Mm,
good.
life is good. Life is well.
Life is good. Life is lifing, but it's also good as well.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna get to some of this life. I'm gonna start with you, DeNard. Give us some updates, so you because last time we interviewed you, you was fighting for your man and you was dog walking people in the park and stuff. And you was on another show, and you still over there fighting for your man and stuff.
I ain't got to fight this time.
Oh, but you got one who you single, or you over there getting your back cracked or cracking backs.
I'm not single. I'm since that scene. What? Hold on. So that was like 3 years ago. So I took a break, and now I am currently dating someone. We just reached 2 years. So
Is it with the same? But it's not with the guy who you was
no,
fighting.
no, this is somebody different.
Is he cuter?
That I'm
Is this one cuter than the last one?
He is, yeah, he is cuter, and he has
Is he bigger?
his. No, he's not bigger. No, he's not bigger. I don't know why
Oh no,
I'm
we
not
weren't talking
like.
about like his we talking about
I don't know why I'm
oh, you like little
not
stuff?
attracted to like muscular
No,
like
we
or
weren't
like.
talking about his muscles. See, you went way down the mulberry bush
Well, what do you
somewhere else.
mean like like he's not a teddy bear. He's not my teddy
No,
bear.
no, no.
He
We
is
was
my
talking
teddy
about
bear,
his
but he's
meat.
not. He's
No, we
not the
was talking
teddy
about his
bear.
meat.
You
We
said
was
what happened?
we was talking about his meat, and you just went somewhere else. And country boy,
Oh,
how
you
you
was talking about
doing?
his. Oh yeah, it is
Country boy
though.
even caught it, and you was
Let me.
over
It
here.
is. I'm telling you. Listen, it is.
Oh, it's
I'm
bigger.
telling you,
Oh,
it
all right.
is. Oh yeah, it
Mm,
is. It's nice. It's prettier.
mm.
You know,
Oh,
we
so the
love pretty
last one
meat.
wasn't that pretty? Oh.
I ain't.
What
Look,
makes
I
it
ain't
what
said
makes it
nothing.
pretty or not pretty? That's a good question.
Mm.
We'll talk about that
I
later.
don't know. I know. I mean, if the thing about it, so I myself have nice features. So when I'm
So you
dealing
got
with
a pretty
somebody,
penis too?
I expect the same thing in return.
You
I
have a
don't.
pretty penis too is the question.
You said, do I?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I like to think I have a pretty nice penis. I'm blessed. My mother and father did the damn thing.
The man say he's swinging for the fences if you need her. So how big is it? Since we're here, we already down this road.
Oh
No.
Lord, El
We
Teddy.
hey, you
We
ain't gotta
not
tell
gonna
me.
drag it out
We're not
now.
gonna
We not
drag
gonna.
it out. I'm just joking. I'm joking. But the man said he's with somebody and y'all can't have none of his 11 inches. Get into it. Country boy, how are you
Yes.
doing? Are you single too? I mean,
No.
you attached? He's not single, not too, but are you attached?
Yeah, I am attached.
Oh, okay. Everybody got them a man. Does your man have a pretty penis too? Since we talk about pretty penises
I mean, yes. For my eyes.
for your eyes only.
Yeah.
How long you been in this relationship?
Been 3 years now.
3 years. So y'all got some, in gay years, that's like 2 years, 3 years. You going on decades at this point. Well, to the
Those
both
are
of you all,
happy, healthy relationships.
to the both of you all, just in relationships in general, what are when you got into the relationships, what were your non-negotiables? Like you can't do this, or I'm a no every day of the week on this when you got in that relationship. What's something you told your mate? You said, it's nowhere in hell I'm gonna agree to that.
Um, well, damn.
So you was open to everything. Everything was, you know.
I mean, no, I'm not, cause it's not open like that. I mean, we do have boundaries and stuff like that. Like, some of the gays like to invite other people into their, relationships like that. Like, I'm from Mississippi.
You're not bringing in a third party, so that's a non-negotiable for you. And that's a good thing to bring up because in a lot of in a lot of gay relationships now, you see more and more people are being open
Mm,
to bringing, especially those who've been together for a long time. Like I know people who've been together like 8, 9 years, and
Mhm.
all of them, those people who in the beginning were like, no, now all of those, I shouldn't say all, but many of them have opened up to, maybe bringing in a third party, even some married couples, just bringing in somebody to,
and and that's cool for other people that
but not for you.
no, just not for me though. I'm
Baby,
fine.
if your partner moan the wrong way he don't moan for you, you gonna be ready to fight. I know.
Very, very much so. Very much
What
so.
about you? Not what was it non-negotiable when you got with your man?
I don't really have a non-negotiable. When it comes to me and my man, he's open-minded on open-minded. However, we have to have communication. Like if we like, I'm not gonna say like we wouldn't try having a third or bringing a third or doing it, just to have fun. Like it's not gonna be like a everyday thing or every week or every month thing. But like if we just say we go out of town somewhere, we find somebody that is attracted to both of us, we may or may not engage.
Mm.
And that's because we have an understanding because we know what we mean to each other and we know how solid our relationship is. We actually live together. And I was living on my own. I moved in with him last December, but I also stayed with him a previous the year before that too, a little bit before I moved into my own place with an old friend of mine. And now we are still like understanding our foundation and making sure like our foundation is like 100% solid. Because like I said, it's 2 years in, so we're just like taking baby steps, but we're open. We have conversations about stuff like that, and we talk about things like that. It's on our table.
Would you fight for this man?
Absolutely, but like, so this the person I'm dating now is the person I'm in a relationship with now. He's nothing like the person I previously dated.
What do you mean?
It's He's completely opposite. Like he doesn't mix and mingle with a lot of people. He doesn't like stress me out. Like it's not toxic. There's no verbal or physical abuse. It just we allow each other to make
Was there
mistakes,
physical
and
abuse in the previous relationship?
there were verbal and physical abuse. Yes,
Mm.
that ended my relationship. I
Interesting.
didn't talk about that, but that ended my relationship. That was the end of my relationship, and then
Was
later
he
that year,
physically abusive more than once?
hmm,
Was it more than once?
it was a lot of verbal. It was more verbal than physical. But
Okay.
that one time that physical altercation did happen, there was like it for me. I walked away from that relationship because I wasn't going to tolerate physical nor verbal abuse, even though I did some verbal abusing as well. Don't get me wrong. But that's not the type of relationship that I want. And that's not somebody that I want to grow with and, spend the rest of my life. No, I'm not doing
Hmm.
that. So for me, we have that understanding. We don't allow that to kind of like penetrate in the middle of our relationship. If we have a disagreement, we'll agree to disagree, but we're not gonna use verbal abuse, and we're not gonna be physical. And that's just what we are. So it is completely different from any other relationship I've ever had, which is probably why it's like I'm not like protected, but like I'm not like publicly out there with my relationship because everybody doesn't know that I'm in a relationship.
Put a bookmark in that. Country boy, would you fight for your boyfriend?
Most definitely I will.
Mm.
because like we didn't
Okay.
put in time. It's like I'm
Absolutely.
not doing. I'm not playing with that. Don't waste my time, basically. And if we got
Absolutely.
history and stuff like
That's
that,
so
like
completely opposite for me. I've always said if I have to fight for something, it's not mine.
And you said that in one of the lives too. I remember you
Mhm.
making that comment.
Yeah.
So my thing is like when you say that, do you mean like if you're having to fight somebody else because they're sleeping with your man or they're claiming your man? Okay, now that yeah, like if you allow that to happen and you know that me and you are official and we are a thing and you allow that to happen, that's a you thing.
Now
That
I
yeah,
doesn't
might
that's
mean
me fighting the only I might fight with my boyfriend. Like, but
yeah,
I've
I'm
never been
not
with
fighting over
nobody.
you. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
But see
I've
that.
never been with nobody who's the people who I did are not like people that's gonna be out there fighting and carrying on because we all got
Hmm.
stuff to lose. But if
mm,
you start it and you get into it, oh yeah, we finna be here. Yeah, it's going down. It's going. I come from a big family, so I'm used to having to, that once it start. Now since we're on the topic of boyfriends, I interviewed Misha already, so I'm gonna ask y'all: would you have your boyfriend on the show with you as much as Misha has hers? I'm start with you, country boy. Why or why not?
no, I wouldn't. I mean, they just. I mean, the show it is real life for y'all and stuff like that. But like, that's part of my life. I always want it to stay private. Like, I don't. And then plus, my boyfriend want me up to be on TV anyway. He
Okay,
don't
he
deal
not
with. Uh-uh.
okay. Did your old best friend know your boyfriend?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay,
He
cool.
did.
They were cool.
Not cool. Lord, it's a lot, but they wasn't cool like that, and especially after something happened, they wasn't cool at all no more. So,
What did they do that wasn't cool?
Lord, Whew, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about
Okay,
it.
we ain't gotta talk about it. I just wanted to know.
It
Okay,
was an okay space, but until it became not okay,
okay, okay. All right.
and not because of me. I just throw that out there.
Okay. Um, Same question to you, Nard. Would you have your boyfriend on the show?
No. And yes. And I'm only saying yes because he's he's not on the show, but
Hmm.
if y'all notice, I don't know, was it what episode, whatever episode I did the photo shoot in, he was my photographer. My
Oh,
boyfriend
I
was
remember him. I was like, oh, but there was chemistry there. If I was doing a review, and y'all know how I do it, people get me on reviews because whenever somebody brings an extra person on a scene, I automatically go, my eyes go there and my spidey senses. That's just like on the first season, one of the cast members who ended up getting kicked off the show, he went on Stone Mountain and had worked out with some dude. And I focused on the dude and said, "Did y'all just get through fucking or something?" Because y'all on the interview, the dude got in my DMs and went off and said, "I will give you cease and desist letters." And I was like, Would you mind?
Oh.
Because you real mad. Is there some truth to this? I got a boyfriend, and I would never. Okay, well, I'm just telling you how it looked because y'all was real. He was real upset with me. So that's why I pick up on little thing like when people bring somebody not on the show on the scene, I'll be like, "Who's that? And why are you on
Mm-hmm.
camera?" Like I
Mm-hmm.
pick up every time Greg bring his big booty behind on screen, trying to, and he always showing off his booty. I always notice he had hoochie daddy shorts. Whenever he on screen, he always got on some hoochie daddy shorts. When he come on screen, you ain't fooling nobody, Greg. We see you production. Anyway, that's why I bring that up. If your boyfriend asked you to let you be on the scene, would you say yes or no?
I would say no, just because I feel like he wouldn't have a really valid reason to be on the platform. Like I can see like if production reached out to you, but you saying you want to come onto to the same platform that your boyfriend is on. I just see that being a little bit like too much, you know, a little bit too much. Like I think it can get really mixy and messy. And if you notice, I wasn't trying to like get into Misha's business. I was just trying to like have like her understand my situation because when Misha first met me, it was through the whole situation with Malik and all of that. And she had a different point of view about who I was until she actually met me. So what happened was I wanted her to understand the reason why I reacted the way that I did. And to this day, Misha will tell you Nard was fighting for love. He was fighting for his relationship. Mind you, I wasn't fighting a bitch over Cordell. It was more so me and Cordell was already dealing with things, and I was fighting to save my relationship because they talked about everything under the sun when it came to my relationship. Jamie, um, Malik, Bryson, Darian, like everybody. They talked about it. So like for me, like
So are
I
you cool
it would have never
with
got to
Jamie
the
now?
show
Are you
if
cool
they
with
didn't bring
Jamie
it on,
now?
if
Because
they didn't bring
Jamie
it on there.
been on the show a lot. You cool with Jamie now?
Yeah, I speak to Jamie. Me and Jamie have had conversations.
Having conversations with people don't necessarily mean you cool with people. You could be cordial.
Now, now I can sit in the same room with Jamie if that's what you're asking me. I don't have any issues or beef with Jamie, but me and Jamie have never like officially established any type of friendship or anything. You know, we were I was getting to know Jamie at that time. And then
Mm,
mind you, I was getting to know everybody at that time. So things flipped when the
mm,
whole boyfriend situation came up. So at that time, I stopped trying to get to know people because I needed to
mm.
see everybody for who they were.
Okay.
So for me and Jamie left off on
Because at one point, wasn't we thinking Taiwan slept with the boyfriend too? Oh, did they just work together? You
they
know, they was
worked
putting it
together,
out
but
there. They
then
was saying,
they
"Oh, was y'all doing something?" Because you was talking.
yeah, they worked together and
You know, they say
then
Taiwan got a big old booty, and they like people like to touch his booty.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they said. But they were working together at that time. But I think what really started it because like Malik alluded to the fact that oh y'all know these people, man, y'all should go ahead and bring it to the table. But that's something you don't bring to a show. You like I would have respected them a little bit more, El Teddy, if they had came to me and be like, hey, so Woo do woo know your boyfriend, or if Taiwan had came to me and be like, "Hey, I know your boyfriend," or whatever the case may be. But to bring it on the show and let it get back to production, and then we have to film about it, and then
And
now
do green screens about it and answer
yeah,
questions
and
on
like
green screen.
yes, and now my relationship is now on the show when I was only really trying to showcase what I enjoy doing, which is fashion, was diabolical to me. So that's why
Hold
I
that.
reacted the way
I
that I
want you to
did.
hold that. I want you to hold that right there. Let me get the country boy. So, country boy,
Mhm.
um, put a bookmark in. You said that ain't what I came here for. I want you to put a bookmark in that. Nard, country
I
boy,
got
if
it
your
right here.
boyfriend asks you to be on the show, yes or no?
You said what?
If your boyfriend asks you, let me be on the show, would you say yes or no? Or in a scene?
Well, first of all, he would never ask me that. I'm gonna tell you that now. I know that. But just if he was to, like, no, I wouldn't.
What let him? Y'all sound like me. You'll never see the person that I'm with. Hell,
Right.
most of my friends have not met the person I'm dating until we done been together for like 8, 9 months. We done been together for a long, long
I think Country Boy just found out I had a boyfriend recently, like
time.
right at the reunion, right? You found out then at the well, no, when the scene rolled out and I was like, oh, that's the guy I'm dating. That's when I told y'all we talked about it at the reunion. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we did. Yeah.
y'all just recently found out. Misha knew because Misha had we all went out together once before. So Misha did know. That was her first time meeting him, but she did know that I was dating someone. But that was pretty much it. Nobody like I said, I'm at a place where I'm happy and like I don't feel like we publicly have to put our relationship on social media. Like we don't
It's
have to
not for public.
broadcast it.
Okay.
I just
No.
think it's you tap into each other so much more and you learn so much more about each other staying connected to each other and staying off social media. Because the thing about it, when you're on social media, people are gonna say everything. They're gonna have their opinions about how y'all look together.
Yeah.
Like that can detour your relationship. And I think that's what happened with my last relationship. We were so social media public to the fact that I don't know it was if it was fame for him. He had more followers than me. So it could have been a thing where like his people didn't see it for me with him, or you know what I'm saying, my people. Like I don't know what it was, but I do feel like there were a line of jealousy in that relationship because he used to allude to the fact that like I was going out too much, I was doing this too much, but like I really had just joined the platform and like I was really like just becoming social because I didn't really know anybody. So I was like, you know, out on the scene, you know, in Bulldogs and stuff like that, but I wasn't like out like
Yeah, I
sleeping
love
with
y'all some
people.
bulldogs, dear God.
Yeah, girl, I love me some Bulldogs. But you know, I wasn't
Mhm.
LTD, like I wasn't out like sleeping with anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like I
I got
wasn't I there were still boundaries for the relationship. And I was able to move when I want to move because I had my own vehicle. I was paying my own bills. So I didn't feel like I needed to hold back who I am or change the fact that I like to have fun and I like to meet new people and I'm meeting new people. But mind you, that's why I said it could have been jealousy because mind you, he came onto the show behind my back and I didn't even know about it. He filmed with Malik. But we can talk about that later.
I want to go back to that bookmark where you talked about it was something that you didn't want on the show and that wasn't for the show. And so you was kind of like firm on this ain't for the show, right? And both of y'all are kind of the same way about, okay, is this not for the show? And I feel like on any show, if somebody should have the ability to say no, this is I don't want to do. I'm stop. No. So I noticed this last episode or the episode before that everybody got mad with Jamarco because he said no, I don't want to talk about that no more, and was saying no, that's not. I'm done. And everybody kind of was mad with Jamarco because I mean he did kind of put y'all out,
I
but
knew he did.
but they were mad with him because he was like, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm sorry, no. Um, would you ever get to that point?
I don't think I would ever get to that point where I don't want to talk about a situation because I'm the type of person I need to know I need you to know where you went wrong, and I need to realize where I went wrong. And we can only do that if we have a conversation. Avoiding conversations, you can never get anywhere or to the bottom of a situation. And I felt like it was more so like if it wasn't going to be his truth or we wasn't going to believe what he wanted us to believe, then he didn't want to talk about it. And
Do
that's not
y'all have a
fair.
safe word on the show? Like I say, what mean safe word is when I say this word, please cut the cameras off. We could talk about this off camera, but not on camera. Do y'all have a safe word?
No,
Y'all should
there's
have
no
a safe
safe
word.
words.
You should have. I'm gonna talk to production. There should be a safe word. There should always be a moment or a word or a phrase where you could say, "Hey, when I say grapefruit, that means, hey, let's turn the cameras
Cut
off,
the mics, cut the
cut the mic,
cameras,
cut
yes.
everything. Don't be recording me afterwards. Don't,
Mhm.
because certain things or certain topics or certain things you may get, you may have thought, because sometimes it's like going on a road trip. You go on a
Mhm.
road trip, you have a map, and you say, this is where I'm gonna go. And somewhere along that road trip, something happens that detour you, right? and now you got to
Mhm.
adjust to whatever, and you got to say, hey. So I'm saying you may have gotten into a scene or may started filming, and I think everybody should have an escape where you say, wait, I didn't know we was gonna go down this road. Grapefruits. Sorry. Hey, let's cut the mic because you know how production is. They might cut the
Mhm.
camera, but the microphone. And then now
Well,
they playing your stuff on the microphones and stuff. I think there should be a safe word. You don't think so? Because country boy, you looking at me like ain't no damn safe word. Everything is on the damn show.
but let me. So I feel like because I went so in that episode when Jamarco put us out, Jamarco said he said in his confessional that he made everybody leave and he said he didn't want to talk about it because he felt like J Dot was adding things extra. J
That's a
Dot
lie.
wasn't adding anything extra,
He
L
wasn't asking
Teddy.
that answer.
He didn't add anything extra. The fact that he said they must surround more than one time, Jamarco already knew he had said that, so nothing extra was never added. Jamarco didn't want to talk about the situation.
But he
That's
was
just
the
the
one who
ultimate
brought it
bottom
up.
line of
I
it. Like,
keep saying Jamarco the one who brought up the situation to begin with.
Jamarco is just a liar, and that's what it is.
Hmm.
it's weird. It's weird energy, but like you put
But I feel
everybody
like
out
y'all
that you,
let Jamarco. Oh, look at production. Say ain't no
but there's
damn
no
safe
safe
word.
words.
Ain't no damn safe words on my set. No, they need a safe word. You did look crazy though, country boy. When I talked about the safe word, you were like, no safe
I mean,
word.
and I especially if it's a situation involving you and you didn't came out, you didn't. It's a situation involved with you, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's for you to talk to get your truth out like that, and you don't wanna say a safe word. Nah, that ain't how that goes.
I
So
agree.
everything is out. Okay. Hey, I'm just trying to help y'all. I'm just here.
No, I get it, but I feel like in situations like that, those were intimate. Like there was a time for you to clear up whatever you need to clear up that you felt like anybody was lying about, and you never did that. Like you never did that, and then you didn't even like. It's just so much. It's just so
Speaking
much.
of things that got brought up, this last episode, you said that Jamarco was your new best friend, country boy. Is that your new best friend?
I ain't never say he was my new best friend.
Somebody said that those words.
Said that.
Ooh,
I never
somebody on the
put him.
episode mentioned some about Jamarco being that's your good Judy now, and that's okay.
No, so it's a difference between a friend and a best friend. Me and Jamarco have not known each other for me to say, "Oh, that's my
So
best
let's go
friend."
to that. I'm glad you brought that up because if I were reviewing the show and I've been waiting for this interview, I would say to you, country boy, it does not appear to me that you and J Dot were actually best friends. I think y'all could have been friends, close friends, but it to and it could be how I look at friends. I always say nowadays too many people throw the word friend around way too easily for me, but that's a whole different situation because when people were just meeting on this show, people were just meeting people for the first time, they were calling these people their friends. That's a whole different story. But
So
my
the thing,
question to you is, do you looking back in retrospect, will you say that maybe me and J Dot could have been friends, close friends, but maybe not best friends? Because my best friend, I know everything that bastard put in his body. Drug, peanut,
I,
coochie, whatever. I know everything that because he gonna call me and be like, "Now I know you mad." Even stuff I don't like, my best friend will tell me and be like, "Now I know you don't like such and such, but you my best friend. You got to hear it anyway. I did such and such." And so that's why it was kind of it escaped me when you were like, I didn't know he did drugs. And the first time I looked at J Dot, I told production could tell you. The first time I said he do coke and or he do drugs. And production was like, no. And I was like, when we was at the GDR festival, J Dot got mad with me because when he came in the room, I said to him, shit, you high as a he came and said, hey, and he pulled his glasses up and his eyes was as red as that hat. And I said, bitch, you high as fuck. what the fuck was you doing last night? And he was like, man, don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody that. And he got real mad and quiet with me because I said it out loud.
Mm.
He was real mad about that. And I told her that, and to this day, Greg was like, I didn't even know. I was like, yes, he was. I always sell production when people are cokeheads. I can tell all the cokeheads real fast. Mm.
Well, I said I want to say this. Like, I think I think we were best friends. In my eyes, we were best friends. How people look at it, people may look at it like, okay, y'all wasn't best friends. But I know we knew me and Jada knew each other way before the show.
Mm.
Before the show, it was a good 3 years, stuff like that. Me and Jada, we hung out, we did a lot of stuff, stuff like that. But the drug things like that, I never saw. It was around me. It was getting done around me, but I don't know. I never caught on to it. I
So
know what kind of relationship we had. I know when I had my car, I know all the times that we done went places. I done took him to go sell his cakes and all kinds of stuff like that. Like we had a friendship. We talked about everything. We really did. Well, I thought we talked about everything. I thought we was being. I know I was being truthful in the friendship, and I really was though.
I
Mm.
got a question for El Teddy.
Hmm.
So El Teddy, so I hear what you're saying about best friends. Your best friend tells you everything. I have that same intimate relationship with my best friends. We talk about everything. I that bitch may know what color drawers I have on today, or we talk about it all. But we have that relationship with our best friend because our best friend consider us to be their best friend, and they have that
That's where
relationship
I was
with
about to
us.
go. That I would literally was about to say that the country boy,
So here
they
in
may
Country
be
Boy,
an
yes, here in
uneven
Country Boy
situation.
say that he considered him and J Dot to be best friends. Shouldn't we have been questioning J Dot? Well, do you consider Country Boy to be a best friend?
Yeah. That's a good question. That's where I was about to go because it's like you ever been talking to somebody or maybe even in a relationship where you doing everything to keep that relationship together. It's uneven. You doing all of
Mm-hmm.
the heavy lifting, they ain't doing nothing. They
Mm-hmm.
probably out
Lazy.
there cheating and doing everything else, and you over there holding it together, and they don't give a damn. They just letting
Mm-hmm.
everything happen. And it kind of seems like that way. Cause I was like, well, damn, country boy, I kind of feel bad for you because
Mm-hmm.
he over there, he was real nonchalant about it. Like once it
Yeah.
came out, he was real like, "Oh well, bitch, I don't care how you feel." And I was like, "But if that's your friend like that, you should really feel more,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
You should
compassion."
feel hurt. You should feel bad. And I think Misha did ask him like, J Dot, you don't feel any remorse? Like you don't feel like you owed him that? And he said it at the reunion that he didn't owe Country Boy that. So that lets me
Mm.
know right there he didn't consider you a best friend. He probably
So
considered you as a friend or somebody that
I was being real in the friendship, but he was being fake, basically.
Hmm.
Like,
that's really what it was.
and
That's
like I said,
really if we
I was hurt in the beginning and stuff like that. I really was like that, but over time, you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna go my way. He's gonna go his way, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Which,
it's real recognizing real and you recognize that that friendship was not what you thought and what you put into that friendship for it to be. And it's okay. It's okay.
yeah, yeah,
People,
that's
you're gonna lose friends and you're gonna gain other amazing people along your journey. But I think he was there because of I ain't gonna say the word clout, but because of like how musically inclined you are as an
He,
artist.
he said I was around here for the cloud.
Well,
Oh wow.
he said a lot of things, but if we're just being real, like, and like J Dot might watch this, but like, I'll tell him to his face, like, sometimes people do get attached to other people when they feel like they could put them in rooms
or maybe
where,
on the up and up.
yeah, yeah, and if that's what it is, like, I consider that to be like a leash, but don't call me your friend, or just be like, hey, I would like to do business with you. We can keep it professional on a business type of relationship. We don't have to be friends. But for
And
you
that's
to call him your best friend, he had to somehow leech his way to you. You know what I'm saying? For you to feel the way that you feel, because that was your best friend. So in your
Did
eyes,
he
from your
stay
point
with
of view.
you at some point?
he said what?
Did he stay with you at some point?
No, he was. I mean, it was a point where he had. It was a plan for him to stay with me, but after months after that, so like that, life happens.
Was
Lose
it
boyfriend.
because your boyfriend? Because you and your boyfriend?
Right. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I met my boyfriend. Right.
Oh,
So how was
oh,
I supposed to just say you call me months later and you ask me can you come stay? Me, I'm like, well, dang. Like I mean, I got a boyfriend now. We stay together now, so
yeah.
it can't go
Let
that
me
way.
ask
And
you
I
a
can
question.
understand that.
Was you and J Dot friends during hey watermelon sugar? Were y'all friends during the time when he was filming real life and I think music when there were the allegations of the when he was sleeping with the dude from well I shouldn't tell who the dude was. The dude that's on another reality show on another reality show and they had the alleged threesome with the Jai guy.
I mean, yeah, we was cool then, but then at that point, I had my downtime. Like I didn't have my own place. I didn't, and he knew that as a friend. He knew that I didn't. I was down. Like I was staying with somebody. Like I really was down. I wasn't doing music. I wasn't doing nothing, and I still was speaking to him. You know,
Hmm.
barely though, because he got into doing the show and stuff like that. But I was. That didn't upset me by him not checking on me and stuff like that. Even though it kind, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of did a little bit, but I didn't make it nothing big.
Let me ask the both of y'all this question. I ask this all the time. Y'all think this is a real question. Don't think this a fake question. Real question. Y'all think production got a little something for J Dot? Y'all know this production be throwing J Dot on every show. You know, he be force feeding J Dot down our throat on every show. Just always.
No,
Country, you want to go first?
Mm,
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Jedi is good TV. I'm putting that out
mm.
there. I don't like the motherfucker, but yeah, he good TV. You can't deny that. So I don't think. I
But on
mean,
every show,
what it is. He said what?
but on every show,
Yeah,
I
cause of
feel like
views, yeah.
I feel like J Dot. The only reason J Dot was on multiple shows was because of the views that he gets. If you didn't notice, J Dot has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
If you go back and read the comments from all the episodes this past season, J Dot has a fan base. The J Dots. He has the J Dots. That's what we're gonna call him. He has the J Dots.
That-
The dots. He has the dots. And they're gonna protect him at every cost. So I feel like production sees that and takes that into account because people are gonna watch it. Like Country Boy said, J Dot can be good TV. So I feel
I
like
feel
he.
like my only pushback to that is like with any production company, if somebody is great TV, they're great, and give them their lane. But they
Hmm.
shouldn't be like, for example, Bravo, when Nene was really big, Bravo wasn't gonna have Nene on every single Housewives, franchise. You know what I'm saying? Let her
Hmm.
be in her lane, let that franchise be big and great, and then let the other ones have their own person that makes great TV or different things like that. And so I think what happens is you end up wanting to reproduce that same thing with every single show, and you need to let that other show have its own life
and I was thinking
and
maybe
things
because
like
like
that
some of the connections that he had, like with some of the cast members on different shows.
because they was fucking
No, not fucking.
or had already fucked.
I mean, it was a connection somehow. Some we were. It
Mm.
was a connection
A
somewhere.
spoon was dipped into a sugar bowl.
I mean, like I said, I mean, me and Jay not like right to this day. Like we not cool, stuff like that. But like, I don't hate him because hate is like that's a very strong word. I don't hate him, but I just don't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? We tried to talk it out and stuff like that, but after that, it just seemed like it just was a bump, 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 bump. It was never a
Now
straight
he
road
was
no more.
taking a bump.
I mean, he probably was.
Let me ask both of you all this. Let me ask this question. And this may be an easy one for you, country boy. So I'm gonna ask you second. Nard, tell me at least one person on the show who your opinion of them now is completely different than it was at the beginning.
I would
Look at
have
this.
to
Look at this one.
say,
Look at this one right here. Sh-
are you talking about Malik?
Mhm. Hey Malik,
I would have to say if I could, I'm gonna have to say country. I'm gonna have to say country. I'm gonna go with country. And the reason why I
okay.
say that is because country from right next door. I'm from Alabama. He from Mississippi, and one thing about us, we're not gonna walk into a space and command the room. We gonna sit back, we gonna chill, we gonna mind our business. But when it's directed towards us, we're gonna respond or react. And I think for me, I saw a lot of moments where Country Boy wanted to say things, but he just held back. And then to like see him really like turn up the way that he did throughout the season because he came in like very wholesome, warm, welcoming. Like we instantly like vibe. You know what I'm saying? When I first met him. So I would have to say him because I really just thought he was gonna be this quiet person that was gonna sit in the back and if some shit popped off or somebody said something to him, he wasn't gonna respond or react. But seeing him be vulnerable about his whole friendship with J Dot and also just seeing him being passionate about like his music, I knew the reason why he came onto this platform. He came onto the platform because of his music. It wasn't because of his friendship with J Dot. It was mainly because of his music. So he already had a storyline. He already had something created. He already had something he wanted to showcase. He didn't the friendship thing came up because of other situations, Jamarco and J Dot situation. It was just so much. So I felt like Country was kind of like reeled into that, but then also like he wasn't expecting it. So like to see him be vulnerable and upset and hurt and just like surprised to a lot of shit, I was really just seeing a different person from the first person that I met with, and he's still like that now. Like, don't get me wrong, like he still is loving and caring. He just not gonna take no shit.
Production, you mean the reunion that I wasn't invited to? That
That's why I said he
reunion?
show out at the reunion. They gonna
The
see it like
reunion that I
Country
wasn't
Boy show.
invited to, right? Production?
Yeah,
I
L
can
tell you
remind
wasn't
you.
invited, babes.
Oh, I know I wasn't invited. He
It
don't give
was,
a,
it was,
but he make me
but
do all these damn interviews
it was
and don't even
private
invite
and
me to the
closed
damn.
off. It was private and closed off.
I'm over
We,
here
we
doing all of the heavy lifting with all of the damn interviews. I don't even get invited to the damn reunion.
we had a lot of
This
shit to
my last.
uncook.
This my last interview.
He said you was busy.
Not gonna have you working me anyway. Who would you say? Your opinion of them? Country Boy has changed.
Um, I'm going to say Jamarco because when I met Jamarco, I truly thought, I really thought he was a good person, and the stories he was telling me and stuff like that. I mean, I was kind of believing him more than Jada, even though me and Jada, we was like, me and Jada already had a friendship, but it was bumpy at the time. But I was kind of believing Jada and stuff like that. But then I was blind because I didn't see the stuff that he was doing to me. I didn't see how he was being messy, how he would just act weird, leave a group chat just without saying anything, and just get mad at me for not taking up for him, not knowing him that long and stuff like that. And I really didn't realize it until the reunion time. The
Mm,
reunion time made me say, you know what? This has been a fake motherfucker this whole time,
the
country
whole
boy.
time.
The
You know
whole
what?
time.
You know where my moment when I realized it was when I didn't realize it till later on either. But it was after the vote fest, I realized it. But it also really clicked to me when he said that he did not have that conversation with me and BJ. Like that really fucking blew me. Like that blew me so left field to the fact that like there was no return for me coming back because I was like, you're the same person. BJ wasn't even there. How else would BJ have known about Misha's perfume missing? We were definitely on the phone with Jamarco, and I'm still gonna say that to this day. Like
So
we
y'all think
definitely
he
were.
stole the perfume?
I think he got it.
Do you think he got it, country boy?
Yeah, most definitely. He got it. Thieving
Mm,
asshole.
mm.
Yeah, he do.
I
He
think y'all
probably
let
got
him.
this.
I
He got
think
this
y'all
much
let him.
left
I think y'all let him get away with a lot of stuff at the beginning. Wasn't paying attention.
wasn't. Well, yeah, that's the right. Wasn't
We
paying attention.
but that's the thing. That's what made it so weird about it because he put that narrative out there as if he hadn't did no wrong and everything that was happening was J Dot's fault or the reason why they were into it. It was J Dot, but J Dot never changed his story. Even anytime the sex scandals came up, the conversation on social media about the presidential election and stuff like that, and anytime that stuff came up, J Dot's story never changed. Jamarco always tiptoed around the tree to peep around to see what was being said, and then he'll run and hide again.
Mm.
Like we were never able to get anything out of Jamarco besides him lying. and that
And
and
bringing
that
it
and
up.
that's what made it so
I'll
weird.
never understand you bringing it up and then lying about it.
You
Like
brought
the
it,
only
yeah, you
reason we
brought it
knew
up.
about all of this is because you started this conversation, bro.
Yes, you started it. You brought it
Let
up.
me say this. It's different when you filming it and when looking at the season, you notice a lot of shit like what the fuck?
Yes.
Like really?
Hmm.
This shit
Like the
look
first
crazy as
time I
fuck.
peeped game with him was episode 1 when they went and played that little game where he was asking all of these
It was
questions
supposed to be
and
Misha's event.
he
Bro,
never answered a question. He asked all the questions, but never
Mhm.
answered a question. And was asking people to say who you asleep with. I don't even know these people. They might not
Exactly.
meet my size criteria.
That
he's
was
the
the
leader.
first time he did that. L said it. That was the first time he did that. The second time he did it was at his event. Mind you, he
Uh-huh.
asked me.
The one at the
He
little
asked
park.
yes when we was in the
Mhm.
park when he gave us the flowers. He asked me almost 1,000 damn questions. Greg had to cut half of the damn clip off because he was asking like he was fishing for information. And in my mind, like Country Boy said, going back watching that, we can see it broad day, but in the midst of filming that, we're just thinking it's somebody that really trying to genuinely get to know
He need
us
to just
because
be an interviewer like me. Then you can ask
he was
all the
he was
questions.
calling us his brothers and his sisters, and like it was so like
A
okay, I'm
lot of people
like,
do that. You know, like Monique, the comedian, she'd be like, "Hello, my babies," and then say something
My
vile,
sweet baby.
"sweet babies," and then go dragging people and stuff.
yeah, that's
The
not genuine. You
But
can't come on a platform and do that with a group of strong individuals, especially strong-minded individuals. We are all unique in our very own ways. So like for you to even try to play with our intelligence or manipulate us into being your friend or whatever you wanted us to believe, like that's crazy to me. And that means like you wasn't really here seeking genuine friendships. You was here to be messy.
mm. Well, speaking of strong-minded, the last episode to had a scene that both of you all were at that a lot of people, messy people ain't gonna pay attention to it. But to me, it was the most alarming scene, one of the most alarming scenes that I've seen this season. And that was the scene where y'all went to the voting thing and Misha flat footed told you all, I'm not voting, I have never voted, never will, and that's just how it is. Talk to me about how, because it looked like neither one of you all knew that leading up to that point. And so how did that make you feel? Did it make you look at her differently? What was your reaction, your honest internal reaction? Because you have an outside external reaction where you try to keep it cute because for cameras or while you're in front of people? What was your real genuine first reaction when you heard that? I'll start with you, country boy.
I didn't feel no type of way when she said like she doesn't vote. I mean, hey, if she doesn't vote, she does vote. Long as she knows that she got that, she always had that right to vote. I'm gonna always vote because like I think I told her like every vote counts. She said no. She said it doesn't, but it actually does though. It could have been like that one vote from her that could have took the win. But I to be honest, I mean, I didn't feel no type of way about it. I think a lot of other people, maybe viewers, probably saw. I mean, felt some type of way about it, but like I, to be honest, like I didn't though. So it really didn't. It wasn't. No, I didn't look at her different or nothing like that. So it wasn't nothing big to me.
Nard.
For me, I kind of agree with some things that Country said as well. I didn't really take into account because I thought we all, we were going to a voting event, so it didn't dawn on me to think that anybody that's coming to the vote fest does not participate in voting. I think I said it in my confessionals. It's important for us to express who we are and voice our opinions and exercise our rights because look at the world we live in today. Like, even if you feel like that person may not have something for you on their plate at the time, does not mean that they can't get there, or they can't, you know what I'm saying, they can't figure out what your issues is and kind of support you with your issues. I feel like when it comes to our trans sisters, our trans community in general, I feel like those are the people that really do need to vote. Like, those are the people that really need to push the boundaries and make the change, because if you don't do it and you're dependent on everybody else to support you and have your back, how can we support you and have your back if you don't go to the polls and cast your vote? Like, to me, I think Misha probably have a different outlook on it now, but it was shocking to me to know that like she did not vote. um
When
it
I look
was
at it, she started talking about she didn't feel represented, and I immediately thought back to when the first black people got a chance to vote.
to
They
vote.
weren't recommended. I
Right.
mean, represented,
Right.
but they knew that they had to be
Yeah.
involved in the process to get to the point where they could be represented, and you
Hmm.
could start to see. And the other part about it is that I often say too is sometimes, especially within the, as I call it, the Rainbow Coalition, the letter people, I think, child, who is you?
Hunter,
Child,
what page of
get your
Marco
life.
his money?
Child, I don't know who
Who is
that person
that?
is. I don't know.
Uh,
That
that
might
girl.
be Jabarco. Oh
What
no.
That
what
girl.
that
And
girl?
girl is spelled GIRL, not GWORL.
What wasn't no money never given?
Child. But what I was gonna say was a lot of times people are disillusioned to think that things can't get worse.
Hmm.
Like they think that when you make a certain amount of progress, that you can't regress and go
Hmm.
backwards. And what we're literally watching right now is us going backwards. Think
Backwards.
about the last
Exactly.
election. So many people just sat it out, said, I'm not gonna be bothered. I'm not gonna go. So a lot of people who voted in the past said, I don't care. Ain't gonna vote. I'm not gonna be bothered
Hmm.
with politics. And now people are going to say, "Oh, oh shit! I
I should have
probably
voted.
this is going a lot worse than I
I should have
probably
voted.
imagined. I didn't think they could take my food stamps. I didn't
Yeah,
think
I
that
should
they
have
could take
voted.
rights away from people. They're literally erasing trans people from American
They're
culture and saying they're not
scraping,
actual
they're
people
scraping the rainbows off the
off
street
the
walks.
streets,
At like
off the streets.
y'all, like, come on. And we talking about not voting. Like,
Like we could
Yeah.
I lived I'm old enough to have lived and was an adult before 2003. And people don't know it was in this century where it finally was not illegal to be gay. I ain't talking about trans. I mean gay.
Mm-hmm.
Before 2003, Lawrence v. Texas, in more than half the states in this country, there were laws that said if you were gay, you could go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I know that sounds foreign for a lot of people. Like, what? What are you talking about? That was a real thing. And I literally see us going back to that time where you could be fired, you could be denied housing, you could be told you can't get a job,
Right.
you
All
could go
right.
to jail, all of these things. You could be gay bashed, killed, and all those kind of things. They're doing things now where they're removing people's health insurance right. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are things trying to eliminate things that people. I know a lot of my friends that may be HIV positive. They depend on things like Ryan White, and they are trying to get rid of stuff like that and other things and insurance. And so when people talk about, oh well, I don't have no reason to think about it because they got their head in the sand, this stuff is real. And I think people forget Atlanta is a blue city in a
Wait a minute.
red
Is this
state.
Jamarco? Is this Jamarco?
Child, let
Jamarco,
me
you
We
block
good?
not
whoever
we
this is.
we we not gonna pay that girl no mind
Girl,
because
hold on, let me block whoever this is.
because we
Scrape off
we
the floor. Bulldog, you
we
got
are
all your
we be at Bulldog. So whoever it
Jamarco,
is in the comments, we be
Jamarco.
at Bulldogs. We'll see you at Bulldogs, boo. We'll see you there. Now back to what you
Oh
were
yeah,
saying, El
back to
Teddy.
what I was saying. I think some of the girls in Atlanta forget Atlanta is a blue city in a
Mm-hmm.
red state.
Mm-hmm.
And at any given point, they could pass a law and shut everything down because the governor usurps the authority of your mayor. Just like they scraping the streets in Florida right now of
Mm-hmm.
all of the rainbows. You think they ain't gonna try to do that in Atlanta? So that's
Mm-hmm.
why when people tell me that they never voted or they're not thinking about voting, I always have to remind them that as bad as it is, there were people who experienced far worse. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Just so that we could have the right to say no, I don't want to. So
Mm-hmm.
it's still your choice. Anyway, I will let y'all ask me some questions. If you have any questions for me, I'm always open for questions.
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh
So
boy.
so what did you how did you enjoy this season? Like what would you rate our very first season of Real Life ATL?
I think
And give me your why behind it.
I think too much time was spent on the Jamarco J Dot situation, and J Dot is not even a cast member.
Okay.
I
And
agree.
it sucked the life out of the room from so many other things that, could have been focused on or talked about. Um, and it allowed people to hide and allow people, because they might have had stuff going on, but we'll never know
Mm-hmm.
because that kind of consume. And to go back to what you all were saying earlier about knowing that okay, this person has a large fan base and they're going to command some eyes, but here's the question: is that person limited in their fan base? And what I
Mm-hmm.
mean by that is, do they have a ceiling, and could others go above that ceiling? You understand what I'm saying? Like J Dot has been
Mm-hmm.
on a lot of different shows,
Mm-hmm.
and for all of his fans, those same fans aren't big enough to garner the numbers that would make the platforms grow exponentially. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, you're expendable. You ain't giving me, the type of numbers that would make me go, "Oh my." So I think that that sucked because if I take that storyline out, I'm not left with a whole lot. Like I would have loved to. If you gonna put J Dot out there, why y'all ain't give me more of the story behind Taiwan and BJ being accused of
Mm-hmm.
stroking him off and sucking his meat? And those were real situations during the
Mm-hmm.
season. Like the other
Mm-hmm.
stuff happened way before. That was actual real situation, and that was like, bam, and we just gonna move on.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yeah.
involved more people. That even
Mm-hmm.
involved production who was in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are different things that could have been talked about on this show naturally, and I think that that kind of stuff. So that's my only critique. Um and so I think it allowed people not to do a lot. I think that I don't know what BJ does. I didn't see BJ do anything. This I have no idea
Mm-hmm.
what he. I have no idea who he is and what he. Absolute. I didn't see not one thing that he did. Like at least I know you had like scenes when you were doing your thing, Nar. You know, Country Boy. You had your events and thing. I literally cannot tell you one single thing that he did.
I can agree with you. I can agree with you. And I think is more so like we need to have more individual scenes behind our storyline than more group scenes behind our storylines. Because the group scenes does not make up our individual storylines. It doesn't tell our story. It just tells you how we interact with the group when we're together.
And I think that also, I think you need the group scenes, but I think that more of the pairing off where you can maybe have two people, maybe three people that go and do something as opposed to the full group. And then you have more scenes and more interactions and more people, discussing and doing things. So when you do get to the bigger group, it will add more substance to those types of situations and things. But I don't know if J Dot was supposed to be a main cast member and just showed. I don't know what happened.
I don't think he
But
was. He wasn't. He wasn't a main cast. Jamarco started out as main cast. Actually, Jedot was a main cast. He became main cast because of the topics and the sex allegation and the drugs and all of that. I think that put him at the forefront of a storyline that he didn't even know he had because Jamarco put it out there first. So Jamarco was trying to basically, like he said, get ahead of a narrative so he can steer the train in the right the direction that he wanted to go in.
It
mhm,
was just a whole fake, made up storyline. And I'm saying between the storyline between me and Jed, I mean that's real. That's real. Like we me and
mhm.
Jed, like I said, we was friends before the show.
I would
That
have
was
loved for if that would have kicked off this season. I would have loved to see just you and J Dot without Jamarco in the picture because y'all had real friend issues. I would have loved for that to be the storyline and see how it ended out at the end, versus oh now we gotta see like, oh, y'all not friends no more. But like we it took us so long to get to all of that and like I still feel like there were certain things that were missed in between you and J Dot conversations, because we kept bouncing back and forth. And I felt like if J Dot was going to be a part of a storyline, it should have just been you and his friendship and not the whole sex allegation because even J Dot said that he wasn't going to bring it up.
word.
Mhm.
I agree.
Okay, you got your question in Country Boy. You have any questions for me?
Um,
No good. Oh.
um. So what did you actually think of me at first?
Um, if I were doing a review, I would have called you naive in the beginning. For your
Okay.
interaction with Jada, I would have said, "Oh, he's so naive." And to me, I'm not sure how old you are, but it seems like J Dot is older than you. I'm not sure how old either one of you are, and it seems like he played on that a little. Um, and I think I talked about this one time how um and I think I we when we were on Greg's live one time, we talked about how people try to play on people from the country that may not be from the city because the city girls are a whole different
Mm-hmm.
mindset. You know, they're like vultures. They don't give a, they have no heart. They're emotionless a lot of times. Whereas when you grow up in small, country areas, you wear your emotions on your sleeves. You
Mm-hmm.
emote, you speak to people, you're nice to people. That's a part of that. Where in the city you're taught no emotions. You don't interact with people like that. You can't let people in. You always put walls up. You just like you lock your door on your house, you lock your door on your emotions, and you could be cold and callous to anybody, use them for what they're worth, and you keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
And don't feel no kind of way about it. And don't feel no kind of way about it. And leave you mad, broke down, busted, and disgusted. You ready to fight, cut, kick, scream, stab. And they don't went on to hurt the next person. Like ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing to it. So so that's kind of, I think it seemed like he played on that a little bit. But what I noticed about the people from the country, once they kind of learn the game, they get good at the game too. And they be like, oh, I got you. I see what this is now. Okay. I got
I
this, and I'm
agree.
gonna be better at this than you are. I'm gonna beat you at your own game now. hmm
Yeah, I can see that. I can agree.
Me
It's
too.
like they preying on the weak because like you're not used to that fast city life,
hmm
so you come from a small town because I'm from a small town too. So I that happened to me when I moved here,
See, I'm
but
from Miami. I'm from a big city, so they can't get over on me. Like, I don't play with the girls like that. We don't even smile at people. At Georgia, Atlanta is much nicer than Miami. Miami, we don't even smile at you, and
that's
Dayton
why
is
I say it's
uh,
more so really like it's like it's country because we're from the country, but it's like that southern hospitality, like real deep
mhm.
south southern hospitality
They don't
because
have that where I'm
that's the
from.
way that we were raised. Everybody back home, when you
Mhm.
walk past them in the grocery store, you
They
may
gonna
not even
say
know them.
hi.
Everybody speaks. There's no
Yeah.
Yeah.
straight face, or they
Mm-mm.
make some type of eye contact, or they smile or nod their head, or we have these
Yeah.
gestures that we
Not where I'm
do.
from. We don't do none of that, baby.
I know.
Somebody speaking to you, you may be about to get mugged, robbed, stabbed, and stuff. You never know, so you always got your guard up. Somebody talk to you, and you may get cussed out. Pussy asshole, who you talking to? Fuck nigga, I don't know you. They might tell you some stuff like that. They don't play around. I'm sorry, a little bit of Miami came out just now. Sorry, it's a little hair. Uh, but I'm serious. You talk to somebody if you want to and see if you don't get cussed out. So that's how they are. So. mm. Oh God. Well, listen, I'm about to Nard got a plate over there. Country boy boyfriend is back there cooking for him. And I gotta go in there and cook for myself. I gotta go in there and cook for myself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can invite somebody. I know I got a man that I can invite over.
Uh, I forgot what you can
He trying to talk to me. He ain't gonna get no time of day. He ain't coming. My
Don't be
people,
like that. Don't be so uptight.
no, my subscribers, they know who I'm talking about. We
Hey,
have a main
Vondell.
channel. Anyway, but I thank y'all for coming up here and indulging me. I hope that that y'all enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed y'all.
I really had a good time. This was very good. Thank you for having
Vondell
us.
say he can't wait to film with you. The people say they've been waiting for you to for your OnlyFans too. That's what the people say. What you supposed to be doing OnlyFans, Vaughn?
I don't do that.
No, not you. Vaughn was supposed to be doing OnlyFans.
Oh, Von was supposed to be doing OnlyFans?
He announced it on the show.
I think that was just for a key. I
I
don't
don't think
think
he was
Von was
doing it serious.
serious.
Yeah, he wasn't serious.
No, he wasn't serious.
Malik was serious though. They was
he
watching it
now
on the show.
Malik did have one, right? That's
Yeah,
what
they was watching
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
They were picking at him, and then they was paying for it and going and watching it.
Well, at least he was able to profit off it.
No, and then the episode where he came with them shorts on, they was all talking about his dick. Like, ooh, I was like, you know what? Y'all got a lot going on. Anyway, but thank y'all. Y'all stay right there while we go backstage. Let me say bye to the people. And as I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I will remind you too, like I remind everybody, that you always have a platform to come to if you want to come and talk about some stuff, get some stuff off your chest, explain some things, talk about what we can see on on the like what production edited out conveniently. But you could always come up here and have a platform to do that. All right. I thank y'all so much. Again, y'all, thank y'all so much. Everybody who's watching now, those who watch on the replay, thank y'all so much for everything. As I said before we go, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out here. We going to Bulldogs to go fight people.